Hello and welcome back to my channel Budgeting with Allie. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notifications, and if you've already subscribed, thank you very much, and I really hope you've been enjoying my videos. So I decided I have already kind of made a little bit of a list of my short-term goals and my long-term goals financially, and like things I would like to purchase and be able to do so. And I thought it'd be really cool to kind of do a video about both my short-term goals and my long-term goals. I do warn you, as you can probably already see, I am not amazing at drawing. So I tried to throw something together, and hopefully you enjoy my attempts at doodling. And if not, I am actually going to be writing out what these things represent, so you're not confused as heck, because if I didn't already know what these things were, I would probably be very, very confused. Anyway, let's jump right in. So for my first goal is I want to get more tattoos. And these are, I forgot to mention, these short-term goals are within 5 to 10 years, whereas my long-term goals are more 10 plus years. So yeah, so I do want to get tattoos. I have a couple already, and I've got an idea sort of what I want for my next tattoo, but considering all my money is going to debt, it might be one of those things I reward myself with for paying off my provincial student loan by getting a tattoo. So that's one of my goals. My second goal is to be debt-free, which, if you haven't already, I do have a debt confession and a debt payoff plan. I will put the links to that up in the corner here. And I do apologize for the sniffling. It is kind of cold in my apartment, so my nose has decided to start running. So yes, I do want to be debt free. I do have my debt confession video and my debt payoff plan part 1 and 2 out. You can view those on my channel, and like I said, I will put them in this corner or even potentially this corner as well. Next, my very awkwardly drawn car. I do want a car. I don't want anything too expensive because parking downtown is quite expensive, and I work downtown, so it would be better for me to just get a bus pass and then have the car for running errands or being able to drive home from hockey games. Because right now those things can be kind of awkward trying to coordinate, and then I can only get so many groceries because I can only carry so many. And I can't really do as much as I want to because there are places the buses don't go, and if I have to walk more than a kilometer, I start having problems. So I either have to, in that case, depend on my landlords, who are probably doing that activity, or else I wouldn't have asked them, or try and find another way, and if I can't, then I just won't do it. Plus, it would be really nice to be able to go to movies at night instead of doing the matinee showings on the few days that I can actually make matinee showings, just because the bus system slows down way after 4:30, so it makes things hard to coordinate. So next is I do want smart lights. I have been looking at the Philips Hue lights, and this is just because I think they're cool. I do want to get only like a 2 or 3 for the first run, just so I can try it out in my bedroom and see how that works, and if it works, then I'd probably want them in all my rooms. Plus I have a Google Home Mini, and so that would be really cool, but that's more of a it would be cool, but I can live without kind of thing. Next, I do want to have a, a 6-month emergency fund saved up. So because I'm only one person, and I do live pretty much under $1,000 per month. This would end up being $10,000 total. So, and that's kind of something I'm looking forward to, because I don't like just having the $1,000 emergency fund, because yes, that'll cover me for a month, but things happen, it gets depleted, and then what happens then? So that is another short-term goal. Finally, I do want to travel around Canada. I do want to go see the Montreal Canadiens play. Yes, I am a Canadiens fan. Please don't hate on me. And there's also this train trip where basically they take you from one side of the country to the other, and they do make stops. They allow you to have excursions. It's kind of like a cruise except on a train, because obviously you can't take a cruise through Canada. It just doesn't work. We're landlocked. So those are kind of my short-term goals, and they're all things that I can do. I don't want to say inexpensively, but it's certainly not as expensive as it could be to do some of the other goals that I have that I've moved to long-term goals. So I could potentially do all of this within 5 to 10 years, just based on my current income, my current debt payoff plan, and all of that. So yeah, those are kind of my short-term goals. And also, I want to know, do you have short-term goals? Do you have long-term goals, financially or otherwise? What do you want to see, or where do you see yourself being in 5 years, and where do you see yourself, or what do you see yourself having in 10 years? Let me know in the comments down below. So those are my short-term goals. Moving on, we will go to the long-term goals. Again, please don't judge me by my drawing abilities. I'm not an artist. So one thing I would like is to have a house or a condo, just because right now I am one person. I'm not sure if that's going to change. I would be open to it, but I can't predict the future. So in that case, I'm not sure if I do just a small condo, if it's just me, or if I wanted a small home. It all just kind of depends on, I guess, my finances, how much I'm able to save, and whatnot. And that's something that I haven't really been thinking about, because it is, again, quite a way down the road. So that is one. The next three, I'd probably just combine them into one, but I do want to travel to Ireland, Scotland, and England. I've already been to Ireland and England, but those were kind of quick, only like 3 or 4 days to really see certain things when I was in high school. So I do want to go back, do things on my own, check out some things that we didn't get to see, etc. And I do want to go to Scotland, and this is probably something that I would be interested in, again, doing in one fell swoop kind of thing, but also I would definitely want to take my mom, because we've talked about going to these places for quite a while. So those, and I do want to travel more in Europe. It's just these 3 countries are my top 3 countries to visit and go see. So I've included them here. My next goal is, again, a travel goal, and I do want to go on at least one cruise. I've always found cruises fascinating. There's been a couple where some of my favorite authors have been on a cruise, and it's been like a reader cruise, so you can meet and hang out with your favorite authors. And let me tell you, I would love to do that. Oh my goodness. Except they might catch me trying to kidnap the authors at the end, but will not share that with them when I'm booking. But yeah, no. So I would like to go on a cruise. I would like to get that chance to relax, enjoy the sun, and kind of combine it with my dream to go to an author signing. So, yay. Next is, I want a cat or a dog. And I'm putting this in my 10 plus years goal because I like my apartment, I like my landlords. I'm going to stay here for as long as I can until I have enough saved up for a good sized down payment for a house or a condo. And my apartment / travel time is a little bit too long for me to get a dog. I would feel really bad having them cooped up in this small apartment for 8+ hours because of the transit time and my work schedule. So I'm not doing that. And then my 2 of the 4 members of my landlord's family are allergic to cats. And I just want to keep them as comfortable as possible because technically I am still a renter. I am in their space, although I do have my own apartment, and I mean they can't just come in because I have my own exterior entrance. So it's not like I'm going in between, but at the same time I do enjoy hanging out with their family. They're really nice about that and inviting me along to things and inviting me upstairs to talk with them and hang out. So I just want to kind of keep things as comfortable as possible for them. So that's why I've moved cat and dog into my 10+ years, because that would probably come about after I got a house or a condo. And then we're just gonna move up. This was my really awkward attempt to do the Mickey Mouse face, but I do want to see Disney and Universal, mostly because of the Harry Potter world. I don't know if they call it that, but I know there's Harry Potter stuff set up in Universal, so I do want to go there. And come on, what person doesn't want to go to Disney World or Disneyland? I can't remember which one's down there. But yeah, so this is something that I would definitely want to do and go and see and get to enjoy, even though I'm no longer a kid. And I was going to put this in my short-term goals. However, the travel within Canada kind of kicked it out, and maybe I will move it back, but for right now, it's just going to stay here. And that is, I would like an Apple Watch. And also another reason I kind of put it here is because I'm kind of like iffy. Because I mean, yeah, I don't really know much other than it looks cool, and I've heard some of the features and they sound cool. So it's one of those ones I'm kind of iffy on, but I'm going to put it down anyway. So yeah, so these are my long-term goals and my short-term goals that I would like to achieve within the next 10+ years. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love to hear more about what your goals are, either financially, trips, where you'd see yourself in 5 to 10 years and where you'd see yourself in 10+ years. So feel free to comment down below. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification icon to get notified when I upload videos. And please do like and comment on my videos. I really do appreciate it, and I really enjoy when someone likes and comments on my video. Or subscribes even. It just makes my day that much better. So yeah, that's all. Bye. See you next time.